IDsILLEGAL. BCCRSS. Only those who deserve life deserve life. Only those who deserve death deserve death.
Whoa. Alright. Simple, really, as they serve up murdered life. So, that's why you repent. That's why you get the word out, because you were eating the steaks and the flesh, and you were living for the flesh and the meat suit, and you didn't realize that wasn't you. That was only you thinking it was you. You were dead by consent. That's why the bad men were tailgating a 16-year-old and trying to run him off the road and kill him all the time, and the worst traffic and the worst people, and yeah, totally satanic. Necromancy, geomancy, Namegate, satanic death cult, legal death cult. All things legal is illegal. All things legal is satanic. Okay? The legal remedy is the BCCRSS. Now they're in contempt of themselves. Now they're exposed. You basically are flogging them. You see, they're flogging themselves. It's like they've tried to fight with your piece of paper. So they got a piece of paper that says that they own you. So they're trying to say, like, I have this piece of paper. You're saying, I have the 10 Commandments, and your piece of paper is fucking toilet paper with shit on it. Okay? Needs to be incinerated. And you'll go with it if you think that you really need to. Like, you're stuck to that paper somehow. Via your interest in the bonds, in the money that can be made off of basically hoodwinking everybody. I mean, just look at everybody. I mean, flash, snap out of it, you know. Doctor Who is Satan. You know, in the character in that show, Doctor Who, it's Satan. And they do magic, the way that they play their movies, or their episodes, movies, whatever. Different names of the characters, like the actors' names. Usually the theme usually has the same actors' names, like Doctor Who, and there's like a robot that he has and helps him out. It's just like Lucien and Sandman. Sandman is Morpheus, one of the Endless, from the Marvel characters. They're gonna make a remake, and they're gonna make a second season, and they're also gonna do a story about the Pumpkinhead Man. That'll be fun for the kids, right? And like a lot of y'all are like, yes, right. I love Pumpkin Man. So do my kids. Well, turns out those are Crown Corporation's demons. And until you say otherwise, so you got something to think about. Where you're at, what you're doing, who you're serving. Are you serving God, or are you serving the kids? If you serve God half as good as you're serving the kids, the kid would win and you would win. Or the kid within you would win, and you get it. Overthinking things, rushing around all the time, doing all this, getting into conflicts and all these things. You left your shoes out. Why are you doing this? Wait, and you get better at keeping your fucking space clean and stuff. But you just getting the word out. Just get that word out. Don't be going everywhere. I need to get this scooter with like a shoulder strap, so you can wear the scooter over your shoulder. You don't have to carry it around like a briefcase. Fucking duffel bag with a fucking thing. Put it in a duffel bag. They're pretty sweet. I was thinking about getting the Segway one. Anyway, that's what I want. But the Segway one, you can upgrade the firmware and you can make it go like twice as fast. Learning to do all the maintenance is fun too. But it's better. They make the wheels that you don't need the airless wheels. You don't need to pump them with air. So that's the reason I'm going to go for like the 8.5 inch or the 10 inch wheels. Get them airless. Get an extra pair of rims, a little lighter. Maybe even get a helmet. I might get a helm. beautiful weather out here, though. But here we go. Here's the intro. Read and share the BCCRSS, everybody. Just have a grasp on what is who you're dealing with and what's going on, you know, because you're dealing with God, 10 Commandments, and you're breaking all 10, and then you're serving Satan by omission and commission, as if it's a good thing. So I'll think about that. Harris Smiler and all the fuckers. Brown, Sheriff, Shasta County Brown, B. Brown, this guy. You know, badge numbers and all this shit. They try to trick you in with the free man on the land. Oh, do the public audit, do the freedom of information. You can file the paperwork. You can do no. You can make the trust. There's people with BCCRSS on their page, which is good. But then they're also trying to do like sovereign universal trust and all this shit. It's like, no, don't work like that. You might think it does a little bit. It's a lot more simple. No paper involved. And getting rid of the chips, the RFID and the food stamp, you know, cash, a little bit of cash here, there that I get. And then the food stamp, gotta get rid of that too. So gotta get into an environment on a farm where I don't need anything except for what's there. Corn, you can survive on corn and potatoes and beans and rice for a long time. So that's what I'm saying. Get 100 people together. We got $30,000 in food stamp. Get you a month, and then get your start buying bulk food and cook all the food at once. Start a farm. Whatever's left over, give to the dogs and the chickens. You see, 1 cup of each. 1 cup of rice, 1 cup of beans. Am I still around? The fuck? Are you still around? Are you still in hell? Yeah, most people are still stuck in hell. League hell. Beating to the drum of someone else. That's all it is. It's idol worship. Taking possession of things and then claiming things and then claiming authority over things and then putting people into positions of slavery. Through the legal death cult valuation bonds. What are your bonds worth? What are you capable of doing? What are your skills? Can you make money? Like, people don't even want to help you. You'd be lucky, you know. And for me, I get lucky wherever I need to go. It's a geographical, like, lighthouse of truth. Wherever I go, I bring the light. Yeah, the light's bright as fuck. Oh my gosh. I had to make one of my videos private recently. It's just, y'all can't handle it. You can't fucking handle the truth.
Simple, really. Legal is law. It's legal.
How do you break all 10 commandments in one go? By using a legal name. You're known by your works. Now, if you try to remove the bark for your children, you can do that. It only takes one parent. Doesn't matter who you are. That's your remedy. Take them out of it. Tell them the truth. Say there's a contract for your soul. I put you into it through the informant, which is the mother, the Eve worship. And then they trick her into the birth certificate fraud. And that's the Eve eating the apple from the tree of knowledge. And the serpent is the crown corporation. Telling her to reproduce. To open the whore of Babylon's legs. Create. That's why they put a reflecting pool on the phallic worship in D.C. Because they got to have a phallic symbol on their unholy trinity as the 3 prongs of the Poseidon's thing. Zeus has a lightning bolt. Poseidon has a scepter. It's got 3 spikes on it, 3 ones. And you got Hades has a 3-headed dog. And it's a brotherhood. They're all brothers. They're the sons of Kronos. And Kronos locked Hades in Tartarus. There's a bunch of stuff that happened. You gotta brush up on your mythology when you're dealing with anagogics in the now. Literal spiritual. The literal spiritual is the now, and when you hit that point, you're just like, whoa. And there's only a couple other people in the whole world or whatever that can feel that same now moment pressing. It's the now. It's the power of all creation. It's herself, itself, itself. It's all the kingdom. Kingdom's getting built. Every day, kingdom's getting built. Birds, animals, kingdom being built within. Everything within. You get it built, the birds, the fox, the deer. There's no fishing licenses in the kingdom. There's no right to kill. There's no legal names. Legal name fraud, you're breaking all 10 commandments. You gotta take a quick check in the mirror and say, are you capable of breaking all 10 commandments at once? Are you using a legal name? Yes. Is that pretty fucking easy? So easy that everyone pretty much damned and doomed to hell? If it wasn't for the BCCRSS, there would be no escape clause, and then you wouldn't be able to claim to use the 10 commandments to save yourself, because you'd already be dead. There's no arguing with an absolute truth. You cannot take life from another, so not even from yourself. You can't, that's why it takes a village. Everyone's supposed to come together and help you. You know what I'm saying? Not all hiding in their house, fearful, but no fence. So they're some people have fence, and they don't want anyone coming on their property. That's why they have a fence. I think that's a good idea. No solicitors or whatever. Jehovah's Witness or whatever the fuck is going around. They're trying to get 10% on Jehovah's Witness. That's a corporation registered, non-profit, tax exempt, religious fucking bullshit. Crown Corporation. Crown Corporation says, great. Register all your businesses, and then we'll have a huge list of everyone and everything about you. And you'll be paying us taxes, and if you don't renew your registration, because they have in every county, they have your registration renewals. And if you don't renew your fucking thing, you'll get pulled over, you'll get fucked with. That's how the game works. You're in their fucking league of hell. They own your soul on top of that. And you're dead already, so they're rubbing insult to injury. They're rubbing salt in your wound. And then, when I'm saying put some water on your wound, stop letting them rub salt in it, you gnash and fucking stiffen your neck and gnash your teeth at me because you're jealous that somehow, I'm not in the same situation, so I can't make that type of assertion, when in fact I've been in that situation worse, and I know that's the best thing for you is to piss on it or throw water on it or whatever, rinse it off. You see? That's all you gotta do. Just rinse it off. But it's gonna sting. It might sting, and that's a good thing. The more it stings, the more dirt it's cleaning out. Okay? So you rinse it off, but you don't want to do it because you think it'll hurt, and you're like feral, and you'll try to bite and gnash your teeth at me. So just do it. Just fucking print out the BCCRSS and read it so that you can either say you agree or you deny. Either one is free will choice. So that's what, but you have to read it first. So his willful ignorance is a very worse spiritual contract. I know everything from experience, so I don't need you to tell me like a 4-year-old that that's not true. Whatever I say is true. Might not have all the information right now that I'll have in the future, but I have all that I need to know that it's illegal to use a legal name. That's all there is to need to know. You don't have to live in fear anymore. You think you have to use it to survive. That's what the program is. So they do everything they can to make you feel like you have no faith. And you say you have faith and all that stuff. You say you love God and talk to God every day. Turns out you were talking to Satan. You were serving Satan. You're dead. Now God comes along and says, hey, wake up out of it. It's illegal to use a legal name. Get yourself out of it. It's right there. BCCRSS. Just read that. Read the birth certificate fraud, clausal rebus extantibus, and then read the 10 Commandments and fucking start memorizing shit. Read it like you know what you're talking about. Because everyone's always like, I don't know what that is. That's too complicated, blah, blah, blah. It's like, just fucking do it. Stop making excuses. You could have already been done reading it by now. You spend like 25 minutes fucking telling me how it's stupid, but you didn't even read it? Get out of here. I love this song. ID's a boat straight to hell. For ID yachts, and you're trapped in one voluntarily. Kate. See that? Everyone is doing small talk, left brain, monkey chatter. It's a veil. It's not real. It's real, but it's not real. And then they're trapped in it. Some demon shit is going on with it, just like this picture. Okay? Some demon shit is going down, so you gotta fucking get out of that. I'll tell you that much for sure. It's just like the type of person that it would be if you flash your headlights. Like back in the day, you flash your headlights to say if there's a cop trap. Then sometimes cops would try to say, people would occasionally get pulled over for that. They'd be like, you're not allowed to flash your headlights. You're not allowed to run your brights when other cars are around. And so some people would stop doing it in certain places. So you gotta wonder how many narcs are just all around snitching and looking for people to fuck with on every single level. But guess what? They're all guilty now of all crimes committed. Anything involving a legal name, anything where they were a lawyer, they have to pay back. I think it's a 3-fold or 10-fold or 2-fold or whatever, but you gotta pay it back big time. Okay? So that means y'all gotta be getting it out, the word better than me, at least 4 hours a day. At least 4 hours a day getting the word out. Okay? It's illegal to use a legal name. You better be following the 10 Commandments. You better be following the law. Don't be following legal. But he said so, and that's my job, and you're not telling the truth. It's like, just go fucking read what I told you to read. The BCCRSS.wordpress.com or cateofguy.wordpress.com to get all of the information that you need. You have to read everything like the back of your hand. You see what I'm saying? You have to read everything. If you want to know the truth. If you want to know the truth. You want to know what I know? You better read those essays in the BCCRSS. It's called The Common Ground, y'all. Look at that. Legal is not law. It's illegal to use a legal name. Alright, there you go. How many videos do you have? 100,000 videos.